Good morning, students. Now here with your second class of English. And as you know, in last class we have completed noun and types of noun. Okay, so after completing one lesson of grammar, we'll move on to writing section. Okay, now you are in 6th, you are grown up a little bit. Okay, so you have to make habit of framing sentences by your own. And framing sentences or writing letters and all, you can do only if you will enhance your thinking power, because whatever we think we used to note it down. Okay, so be a good writer. Okay, to enhance your writing skill, it is very important to enhance your thinking power. Okay, once you will able to think about the topic, definitely you will be able to write about the topic. Okay, so today in our first writing section, we'll do letter. Okay, we'll talk about letter. Now, from very beginning you are reading letter. Okay, from where class 1 or 2, I think you are able to write applications and all. So today we'll do letter in detail. So basically, if you will see, letter is categorized in two parts. Okay, letter is categorized in two parts. If you will talk about the first part, that is formal letter. Formal letter. If you will talk about the second part, that is informal letter. Informal letter. Now formal, informal, I think you have heard the names many times, right? But what is the difference between formal letter and informal letter? Okay, so for formal letter, you can think that formal letter, you can also say it a official letter. Official letter. Formal letter, you can also say it as official letter, and informal letter, you can also see as the personal letter. Okay, so basically there are two types of letter, formal letter and informal letter. Formal letter can also be called as official letter, and informal letter can be also called as personal letter. Okay, now what are the few examples of formal letter? We'll see. Okay, because just when you read formal letters, we used to give you only one or two topics and you are very confused. You are very you can't discriminate between formal and informal letters. So today we will see what are the letters or which are the topics that comes under the formal letter. Okay, so first, from very beginning you used to write application for school, right? Application for school. This is an official letter. You are writing it for official purpose, so it is formal letter. Second, you have studied letter to editor. Letter to editor. This is also formal letter. Third, you can say job application. Okay, when we write application for job, it is also called formal letter. Okay. Fourth, you can say complaint letter. Complaint letter. This is also official letter. Many more types are there. Okay. So in short, you can say that whatever letter we write for official purpose, okay, that is called formal letter. Like sometimes we write letter to manager, letter to officer. Okay, these all comes under formal letter. Now what about informal letter? Informal letter means the letter which we write to our friends, to our relatives, to our parents, okay, which contain our emotions and feelings. Formal letter will never contain your emotions and feelings. You will never ask officially to somebody, how are you? Where are you? No. Okay, it doesn't contain your emotions. It contains only the essential topics. But informal letter contains your emotions, your feelings. Right? So whatever letter you write to your friends, your relatives, your parents, okay, these all comes under informal letter. For example, letter of invitation, okay, letter letter of well-being, letter of congratulations. These all comes under informal letter. Okay, so now just I think it is clear what is the basic difference between formal and informal letter. So today we will start up with the format of formal letter. What is the format of formal letter? format will be clear to you. It will be very easy for you to write application or letter on any topic. So let's see the format of formal letter. So when we start writing the letter, first of all we write sender's address. When we start writing letter, the first thing we write is sender's address. Sender's address means our address. Obviously, we are the sender of the letter. We are writing the letter. We will send the letter. So, we are the sender of the letter. So, it means at first, we have to write our own address. Now, while writing this, keep 2 or 3 things in mind. The first thing is that if address is mentioned in the question, you will write the same address as in the question. Okay, if address is not mentioned in the question, you can write address of your choice. Okay, if the name is mentioned in the question, you will write name from the question. Whatever name is mentioned there, you have to write that name. But if name is not mentioned in the question, you can write name of your choice. Okay, so always read the question carefully. If address is mentioned there, you have to write the same address. If name is mentioned there, you have to write the same name. Okay, but if it is not mentioned, you can write of your choice. Okay, so at first we are the senders of the address or senders of the letter. So first of all, we will write our letter. After writing sender's address, okay, we will leave one line. After leaving the line, after that we will write date. Okay, after writing the sender's address, we will write the date. Now, usually in copies or in daily classes, okay, you used to write like this, like 24, 19, 24, 20. Like this you used to write, okay. But for formal letter, the correct way of writing date is, you can write 20th April 2020. This is the correct way of writing date. Okay. Now after writing date, again you will leave one line. After that you will write receiver's address. Receiver's address. Now what does receiver's address mean? Like if you are writing complaint to bank manager. Okay, if you are writing complaint letter and you are writing it to bank manager. So who is the receiver of the letter? You are writing letter to bank manager. So there you will write the manager. After that the name of the bank and the name of the city. If you are writing the letter to editor, so who will be your receiver? Who will be the receiver of your letter? It will be the editor. So you will write the editor, name of newspaper, and after that the name of city. Okay, so whoever is the receiver of your letter, to whom you are writing the letter, okay, you will write a receiver's address. Okay, after writing receiver's address, again you will leave one line, and after that you will write salutation. After that you will write salutation. Now salutation means respected sir, okay, or sir. Okay, whatever salutation, whatever respect you want to give to the receiver. Okay, after writing the salutation, you will leave one line, and after that you will write subject. Now, why are you writing the letter? What is the reason of writing the letter? Okay, for example, if you are writing a complaint letter to any book editor, okay, book publisher. So, you will write the subject here, complaint for whatever topic it is. Okay, like if you are writing complaint to your municipal corporation for improper drainage system. So, what you will write the subject? Improper drainage system or complaint for improper drainage system. So, subject should contain the short description of your purpose of writing the letter. Okay, the subject should contain the short description of purpose of writing the letter. The subject should not be too long. Okay, it should give a short but complete description. Okay, now after writing the subject, again you will leave one line and there you will write body of the letter. Okay, now body of the letter means whatever you want to write. Okay, like if we will write letter to editor of newspaper, we used to start like this, through the column of your steam newspaper. Okay, or if we want to write letter of complaint to any book publisher, we'll just begin it. I want to say that. Okay, so body contains whatever you want to say. Okay, subject should contain a short description of your purpose. The body will contain the complete description of your purpose. Okay, it will contain the complete description what you want to say. At last, you have to close it, close the body. For closing the body, you will write it, I hope you will take action, or you will think on this issue. Okay, means you have to expect action from them. Okay, just writing and completing is not enough. At last, you have to mention that you are expecting something from the receiver, right? If you are writing letter to editor, at last we used to write, no, I hope you will take action as soon as possible. Why? Because I have written letter for something and I expect some action from them. So at last, your ending should be like you are expecting something. Okay, and at last we'll end up our letter with subscription. Now, what does subscription mean? Subscription means your name. Okay, what is your designation? Your name along with your designation. Designation means, for example, if you are writing the letter of complaint, okay, as a head or as a secretary of your society, so your designation is secretary. Okay, so you will write secretary, after that you will write your name. So subscription should always contain designation with name. Okay, so this was all about the format of formal letter. Now whatever topic you will get, if it is an official letter, the format will be same. So at last I am giving you a single question, so write it down as your assignment.